giants.
People who came from the sky.
In the sky, yeah.
What up? Welcome to Men of Letters, where we talk about the creepy, the crawlies, the ancient aliens, the ancient the UFOs, the UAPs, the ghosts, the demons, the whatever. I'm Shad.
Okay. Oh, I'm Colby. Okay, Rashad ran all of it down. Only one he missed is what? Lucid Dreaming? Yeah,
Lucid Dreaming.
That's what we do. We are the Men of Letters. We come here. Some days we freak you out. Some days we try to open up your mind. Not with aliens, but try to open up your mind. You can think
Third eye, baby.
Third eye. Sometimes we even question the thing that we're looking at. Sometimes we're like, it's his cap. That's part of our segment too. So yes, welcome. Men of Letters. My name is Colby.
I'm sorry, we back again, y'all. We back again. Sorry, we did not do this live show last night. We had a scheduling conflict, but it's all good. You know, we like Stephen Curry. We don't miss. Stephen Curry in the Olympics. We don't miss. So
shoot no more look.
Yes, sir. No more look. We don't even got to. We don't got to, man. So we back, baby. It is. We're starting early because we got a game going on right now, and then I got one of my coworkers calling me. I got a live show going on right now, and he's blowing me up. I'm on PTO.
You're on PTO, and they're calling you at work,
bro. When I'm on PTO, I'm not really on PTO. They my team be hitting me up for all kind of stuff, man. So, and I'm not even their boss. So, anyway, it is what it is. I used to be one, though. Maybe I need to level back up. So,
I guess so.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're back, y'all, and again, it is this Vikings Monday, and y'all thought it was a game. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Hold up. Oh, he was ready.
Hold up.
He was ready.
It's not a game.
He had on the robe.
At the cloak.
It wasn't game. He was warming up.
Yeah.
Warming up. All right.
I have my warm-ups on. It's not a game. It's not a game, y'all. It's not a game. So we here. We in the building, man, and we're ready to do some work, man. We got a pretty good dissertation here today. You know, we're kind of going back and forth on subjects. And little bro, you picked this one, man. What are your thoughts?
It's kind of the same. I ain't gonna lie to you. We've done a lot of these. It's Middle Letters. I'm looking for some. I think I'm more looking for me. I think now at this point, I'm looking for a good haunted house story. I think we hit the good ones right off the bat, like Demon House. We haven't hit a few of them. I guess you should take that back. But I think Demon House for me was my favorite. But our dissertation today is called The Sally House. Brought to you by the great YouTube channel, The Tapes Library. We use them a lot, so fair use, y'all. We appreciate y'all, and
we tagged y'all.
If we got
tagged y'all, so y'all don't mute us.
Yeah. It's called The Sally House. It's haunted by a little girl. And if you watch any other live or dissertation on haunted houses, there's a lot of things I wonder if bro will pick up on the chat, which right now no one's in our chat, which I understand.
Everybody's just getting off work, logging off.
The chat will pick up on it. If you catch us on the replay, the themes in all of these stories that if you ever were to buy a haunted house, because it could be a thing, you should definitely keep track of things like this. A big one is when a spirit is trying to be your friend, they're not your friend. They're not trying to be your friend. Mm-hmm. So there's some creepy parts in this story. Me and Rashad will kind of discuss it as it goes. We'll pause and play it. But yeah, man, this is Men of Letters. This is The Sally House from Tapes Library. You have something you want to say before we started off with all this?
I had the, as Keith Sweat, last night I had the strangest dream. But I had a strange dream, y'all. And we've talked about dreaming. We've talked about lucid dreaming. We've talked about all of these things, whatever. We've even talked about people being able to communicate to each other through dreams. Yeah, that's pretty. I know everybody's like, oh, I don't want to be boring. I want to tell it anyway. The reason why I want to tell it is because my little brother Kobe was in the dream. Using my dream, bro. You probably didn't have the same dream, but I had the dream. You're in it, and the dream was that you and I have been sucked into a new parallel, not a new, but just a parallel universe, a parallel reality. I was the main star of the dream. I was way better than you in the dream because it's my dream. But we went into this universe where these people had not lost touch with their pineal gland. Their third eye, so to speak. So
you cut out for a bit. What was that again? Go back.
Okay, so in this dream, you and I had been sucked to a parallel reality where the people had not. It was Earth, but there was an Earth where people had not lost touch or lost the ability to use the pineal gland. If you don't know what the pineal gland is, that is a gland that is in your brain. It's been proven by scientists. That is basically has been cut off. It's almost like this calcium around it. You can't use it anymore. You don't have access to it, but you used to be able to have access to it. Well, in this reality, they still had access to their pineal gland. Kobe, you were more talented in the pineal gland. You were more talented in the pineal gland, but because we were from a different reality, we had abilities that they didn't have. Because our Earth had a higher gravity, we were stronger. And we could fly. They couldn't, but they were more psychologically advanced. They had the ability to use in any psycho abilities. You know what I'm saying?
Like dot speak and all that stuff.
Yeah, thought speak, all that stuff. So they could start fires. They had telekinesis. They had what's the one you could start fires and shit?
Pyromancy.
Yeah, they could do that, or
pyrokinesis.
Yeah. They had telepathy. They had all of that stuff, and they had warriors. Like they were trained in their pineal gland. They were trained in their pineal gland, and there were these beings coming to their
How do you dream this much?
Bro, I don't know, but I dreamt it, man. So these beings coming to their Earth, they had these warriors. It was almost like they weren't as advanced as technology wise. It was almost like you were in a Lord of the Ring-ish type of world, but they could do all these things, right? And they had giants. Giants lived among them. You know what I'm saying? Some of their warriors were giants, and they had these two brothers. They had these two brothers who were probably the most powerful of their entire planet, and they knew of them, and they knew that these beings were coming, who were also giants, and they knew they had to defend these beings off who were way more powerful than them, to wipe the floor with them, right? But if these two brothers could enter the fray, then they might be able to succeed. But these two powerful beings who were brothers were just like, nah, we're cool. We don't care what happens to you. We're not gonna enter the fray. We're just gonna let it play out. It was just kind of one of those things. And
we had to convince them.
We actually were their replacements.
Oh.
And it's not like anybody sucked us into this. We just fell into it. And they're like, whoa, you guys are pretty cool. You guys can you help us with this? We're like, okay, but we didn't know we could do what we could do. Anyways, this person, don't laugh at me. There was this lady called Timu. Like I don't know if the commercial came on about for Timu while I was asleep.
Oh, I was like, what the hell? That makes sense.
Yeah, her name is Timu. She's like, this is the hit. She's like, I'm going to show you the history of our planet and the history of these people, these beings that are coming. And so she's trying to mind meld with me to show me what the history of everything and even the beings that wouldn't help, all that. Anyways, so I couldn't see it at first. I couldn't see it because I couldn't vibe with the mind meld. And she was like, just clear your mind, and you'll see it. So I was like, all right, it took me a minute to clear my mind. I could start to see things start to come into view. I'm like, am I supposed to be seeing this and this and that? She's like, yeah, you're supposed to be seeing this and that. So I'm watching it. And then you came from doing whatever the heck you were doing, and I was like, bro, check this out. It's gonna take you a minute to see it, but check this out. You're like, no, I can see it. It's going on. Yeah, I can see it. So you're way more talented than I was. Anyways, her doing that unlocked our knowledge, and we're like, wait, we can do more. Wait, I think that we can do more on this. I think we can help them. I think that we are kind of powerful here. We have these untapped abilities because we went from one parallel dimension to another. Anyways, turned out that you and I had super strength. We had flight, and that was the dream, man.
What was the planet like? Was it like green and like dirt? Was it blue sky?
So
was it like tall mountain? Were we in mountains?
We were in a mountainous area,
like Canish mountains,
super green, super. It was like, it's like the stuff you see in the Lord of the Rings.
Were they living in tents?
No, they weren't living in tents, but they were living as a commune. They were living as a commune. So like when they ate, they all ate together. You know what I'm saying? It's like a big hall, a grand hall. It's almost like a castle type deal. But they were in our current time. They just didn't have the technology that we had, but the ability to use their pineal gland. They didn't need all the technology because they could just do stuff with their minds.
Use it for their brain.
Right. So they didn't need it. It was like they had the ability of flight, but they couldn't fly themselves. They had.
It's odd you dream that. I don't remember my dream, but one thing I remember my dream is I was doing like I do in all my dreams. There was something important I had to figure out. But I don't remember what I dreamed about.
This is definitely something we had to figure out. And us showcasing, so because they didn't believe that we had these abilities. So I'm like, well, bring me your strongest warrior and have them fight me. And so the dude stepped up. He's like, yeah, I want all the smoke because who are you? And they were bigger than us. They weren't giants, but they were bigger than us. But they had giants that lived amongst them. If that makes any sense, you know what I'm saying? And so the guy's like, well, I don't want to just kill you. He's like, so let's just a show of strength. And so he's like, put your hand out and I'll hit it. If I break your hand, then you've got nothing. So I put the hand out, he hit it, he fell back. And he's like, oh, this is the real deal. He's like, but you said you could fly too. And I'm like, I think I can.
How do we know we could fly? I don't understand that.
The Timu lady?
The gravity was just so like much different there.
It was almost like we were Superman. Like, because your brain can only use the information that it has to make things work. Because we were Superman. The gravity levels were lighter. We walked normal and stuff, but we could jump high and we could levitate. And I know how to fly in my dreams, and so I was just like, I think we can fly. So I said, I'll show you. Boom. You didn't know you could do it. And so I was like,
I probably didn't think I could do it.
Right. So I did it, and then you're like, well, how did you do that? I'm like, just kind of almost like you're swimming. And so you did it. You're like, oh. And I was like, yo. And the dream ended because the dog started barking. It woke me up, and I tried to get back into the dream, and I couldn't get back. It was over, but it was dope.
I've had dreams like that before, but not like I can't remember my dream last night though. But it was something important. I was doing something important. I remember that. I woke up stressed out about it, but then I remember it was like fate. I was like, oh, well, all right, good.
And some of that because like when I'm working, I don't have fun. I don't have fun dreams like that. But I've been on PTO for a while, so now I can have fun dreams.
Oh, really?
Because usually I'm having dreams where I have to figure something out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, I'm trying to.
My dreams are like DC Batman comic books, and sometimes I think they do start right at where they left off. I'm trying to figure out something to fix something. You know what I mean? Have you ever read a DC comic book? Superman is not out here punching guys out. No. It's like, oh, this dude has a time changer. We gotta stop him changing time to the bad time. So we gotta go. Like they have to go through a lot, and sometimes like they get thrown into a black hole, and you find out why so is that guy or that girl or whatever. So that's my dream all the time. I'm trying to figure some shit out. and like I'm very powerful, but it's more like I have to do it with my brain. I can't fight everybody.
Can't punch your way out of it.
Yeah, I can't. That's my dream most of the time.
Right, can't punch your way out of it. Yeah, those are great writers, and that's a complex brain of yours. Because mine, it was just like, well, you're stronger than everybody. You have superpowers, so you can help us fend off this foe that's about
I
to
had
come.
a dream the other night where Lauren, it's always kind of like your dreams, and Lauren was trying to save this group of people, but the people who were messing with them, the guy kept coming. He can always come back to life. So I had to go find the source of what brought him back to life. Yeah, and I was like, it was like me and her driving. And we had to be normal in this. We had to be normal because I don't want everybody knowing our powers. That she had powers, I have powers, shit like that. And I go back to the dream till I figure it out sometimes. It'll go away. Sometimes I don't dream at all, but if I do dream, it's about this shit. That's why I tell you, like, Minneapolis is bigger, shit's bigger, like bigger roads.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you froze a little bit.
I probably did. Yeah, my dreams are weird. My dreams are like, and sometimes it's something real minute, like oh, there's this thing in this woman's basement. I can banish it, but I can't use it I can't use my powers with it. I'm too strong. You know, when you're dreaming, you know you have powers. You know, well, it's creepy, but I can kill it, but I can't kill this. It's already dead. I'm trying to read books in the library. Harry Potter gets in my dreams. I dream a lot. I think it's weird.
That's like you read all those books.
So I'll be like in this big ass library where wizards are at, trying to like figure out shit. But you don't really read words in the dream. It's like you're kind of looking at something and like talking about it with somebody else.
Right. Wait. Can you even read books in your dreams? Because I can't.
When I look at it, I just take in information. Telling me, oh, you got to go to that area. I'm not only reading it, but I read like that kind of like, you know what I'm saying? When I read words, I read it really fast, so I'm just picking up what I need to do and get out of there. So my brain does that in my dreams.
Sometimes I read it too fast because if you type in your text message incorrectly, I will F it all up because I read it too fast. I read the first and last word. Everything else in between is
before we move on, though, any of you gamers, if you're playing Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, the things that me and Rashad talk about are in that game. Indy says in the Book of Enoch, there are, what do they call it? Nephilim. And that's giants in some language, he was saying. And I was like, damn, that's everything.
Wow.
You will like that game. That game gets into it. It is easy.
You know what? We shifted to another reality though. Like Bashar says. We shifted to
that conversation comes up a lot. Every time I'm looking at some religion stuff, they're like, well, you know, giants and this. Do you know you're dreaming is a good question, Pops.
Okay, good question, Pops. I did not know that I was dreaming in that dream. Believe it or not. So sometimes I do. I'm a very good lucid dreamer. I'm not as good as your boy though. Your boy's really good. But I'm a pretty good lucid dreamer. Matter of fact, I had another dream just the other day where everything was just so wild that I'm just like, I'm dreaming. Like these people came to get me these people came to arrest me for something that I know I didn't do. And a helicopter was landing on top of the building that I was in, that I lived in. And I was like, wait, I don't live in an apartment building. And a helicopter's coming to get me. It was like Homeland Security type people, right? I didn't do anything, though. You know what I'm saying? I knew I was innocent. And they were like, yeah, we're going to take you in. I was like, oh, I'm dreaming. So I let them take me in. And then I did all kind of wild stuff after that.
Right. You know what? And I'm lying to you. I don't dream about that cool stuff all the time. Most of my dreams are you're right, they're pretty normal. I dream of me like stretching in the gym. Because like I pick up that a lot. Like, but when they're cool, like they're like really deep. Like I know I'm dreaming though, but you let it kind of run its pace.
Did I post that?
What I'm saying?
I don't know if I put that up. That's from Dad. That's our dad, everybody. Dad. That's Pops.
But we should get on the dissertation because we'll get to talking.
I think the dream stuff is a lot more interesting than the dissertations, but
you know what? Time out. Can we put up something about? Can we cut out You want to cut out the whole thing? Because, like,
we
I want to talk about the study that we talked about how people lucid dream. Can we pull that up somewhere?
Not on the spot. I can't. I won't be able to pull it up
Okay.
on the spot.
Well,
but we can get into this haunting real quick.
Well, let's do the haunting real quick, then we'll get back into the dreams. Because, like, the fact that you can pass a message in your dreams means, like, there's something more to what's dreaming.
I do have something on here called Lucid. I thought I had something on here called Lucid Dreaming. Yeah, I got something on here called Lucid Dreaming. Y'all hear about this? It's we're on the subject. We can just go ahead and pivot to that. I think this is a lot more fun subject, bro, than the haunting. It's the same story that we've always heard.
We're in a different story.
Yeah.
So sorry, if y'all want to see a haunting, we're not doing that. I think we should do your video. We can do the haunting another day.
We might be able to come back into it. The show's gonna be a little different today. Let's just say that. But since we're talking about lucid dreaming, because and Pops, I'd like to pose that question to you. Do you know when you're dreaming? Because I want to know where I got that from. The ability to lucid dream. I don't know where I got that from. And I've been working on it most of my life. So do you mind stopping the music? I'll go ahead and throw this on.
Sorry, I'm over here on YouTube trying to see if we can find a video on lucid dreaming. My bad.
You good? So let's check this out real quick.
Hold on, don't play it yet. Hold on. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back.
All right. So this is kind of, I think that's what you're talking about. And I threw this on Instagram, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago. I put it on here from Instagram a couple of weeks ago. So let's check this out, man. And I was hoping you had the same dream, but you didn't. Doggone it. But let's check this out. Oh, hold on. I got to unmute it. Here we go.
Apparently, some researchers confirmed dream-to-dream communication. So this is the REM space dream experiment. And it was conducted by researchers from Harvard, MIT, and the University of Montreal. Basically, researchers wanted to see if they could transmit a signal to someone who was in REM sleep, and if
this is what I was talking about,
transmitted to someone else who was in REM sleep. So here's how it worked. Both participants were hooked up to advanced EEG technology to monitor the brain's activity. When the technology showed that one of the participants hit the REM cycle, an audible cue would be given to them through their headphones. The language the cue is in is a language called Remio, which REM Labs developed. Both participants were trained in lucid dreaming, meaning they were aware within that dream state. So participant 1 would hear this stimulus. They then would repeat it in their dream state. What they were communicating within the dream state was recorded. And when the other person hit the REM cycle, the recorded stimulus would be played for them, kind of like an advanced game of telephone. When they woke up, they confirmed what participant 1 was saying. That's pretty wild. And they were able to do this multiple times. So one of their head researchers submitted this to get some peer-reviewed testing done. He believes that REM sleep-related phenomena like lucid dreams will become the next big industry after AI. He believes you could use this to learn things, overcome traumas, face fears. Here's why this is a little bit freaky. Do you know how much money big corporations are spending on trying to learn how to inject ads into your sleep? In fact, many people have been warning about dream hacking. In a recent survey, 77% of marketers plan to use dream tech advertising in the next 3 years. It's something that many of the smartest minds in the world, this is published on MIT, they've been warning about this, but people aren't paying attention because it sounds too sci-fi. There's an incredible book called The Battle for Your Brain by Nita Farahani. Guys, we are like literally steps away from needing a premium subscription so you don't get ads in your dreams while you're sleeping. How dystopian is that? But this is something that people should take seriously. Imagine a world where your dreams are slightly altered so that you wake up craving certain products. Like any dream, you don't even remember the ad. Obviously, I've been posting a series on the potentiality of living in a simulation or a holographic reality. There's many explanations for why this is possible, but we are going to look at it through that angle. And the fact that you can manipulate dreams or subconscious thinking can be seen as evidence that we live in a program. Now, the core concept of a simulation is that we lived in a programmed reality. Whether that programming is external or we are the programming that projects the reality, that is up for debate. But if you can alter the content of a dream, which is a fundamental part of human consciousness, that could suggest that the reality that we live in is just a projection that is controlled from external forces. The idea of a holographic reality is the fact that the 3D world is just an illusion. It is a projection that comes from data and information that is encoded on a 2D surface. This fits with the idea of manipulating your subconscious. If we can manipulate your dreams, we can manipulate your projection of the physical world, how you see it, how you perceive everything. And the fact that our systems, including dreams, can be influenced by factors outside of us could be seen as evidence that we live in a simulated or holographic reality. Shamanic cultures believe that dreams are a place where we can access information from different realms in different parallel universes, different dimensions. Ancient Egyptians had a similar belief. In the Eastern world, the Upanishads called dreams a different layer of consciousness on the path to enlightenment. I totally agree. Getting access and doing things within this state can be extremely powerful. But power is a spectrum. It can be for good or it can be for bad. Yeah, so last month, apparently some researchers confirmed.
All right, so it just repeats itself.
So,
let's get the dad's comment. Let's get dad's comment real quick where he says, I usually realize it fairly soon.
Oh,
sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. In that instance that I just told, I did not realize it until later.
So remember when we were what were we watching? Was it on Anunnaki? Someone was saying that AI is not the answer, and that we will learn that there's another technology that's the answer for like how to heighten like us like humanity.
Yeah,
we just literally showed you what the technology is going to be.
I'm pretty sure that thing that I just put up is exactly what you wanted. We didn't have to go on YouTube and find it. Like it was.
That's
right
what I
there.
wanted. That's what I wanted.
That's what you wanted.
So we literally just showed you what the technology is going to like. AI is great. Could you imagine being able to share information through dreams?
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be weaponized. So there's that. I mean, you can
definitely you can tune in how you want to tune in. Yeah, I feel that's gonna be something that's way more outside of like the internet. You can't control someone's dream; they don't want you to control it.
No, because
that's gonna be the issue.
Right.
So like people don't know how to corrupt your dreams.
It's hacking dreams. It's hacking dreams. And I love it. Well, what Pop said, he said, I usually realize it fairly soon that it's a dream. That is a talent that a lot of people don't have, because most people, but they don't know that they're in a dream. They can't. So my question to Dad, I don't know if he's still on. Can you control once you realize it's a dream, are you able to control it?
Every time I get too much control, it ends. I wake up.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. Yeah. And you want to know why that is. I mean, that's just a natural thing. You're no longer in REM sleep. You know what I'm saying? You're slowly starting to wake up. When you're in lucid dreaming, you're not all the way asleep. You know what I'm saying? You only spend so much time in that REM sleep. REM sleep is when you're totally out, you're totally gone. You know what I'm saying? So
I think we do hit a different like reality in our dreams. So like the way your dream was so detailed, and like people think let's be real though. Like the dream that I was dreaming before, I do jump cut. Like you do jump to other things. Really
of course.
But like you do have, if you really think about your dreams, you do have weird that like I remember I did the surgery.
Yep.
And I told you I didn't like taking that medication because I dreamed as long as like sleep was.
Right.
My dreams were me literally driving down the street, going and like it was real life dreams. And then you wake up and it'd be like an hour in that dream will be an hour as long as you slept.
Yeah, I remember you said that is boring AF. It's
that was my dream.
That was your dream.
And then it get weird. It get weird on you, and then you're like, well, that's weird. And then you wake up, it was 2 hours of you sleeping. That's how my dreams were. It was weird, bro. It was so weird.
You're like, that's weird. That shouldn't be happening, but it's got to be happening because from a time span, you could feel those hours passing. It wasn't jump cutting. So like, well, it's got to be real, but it's weird. You were in a deep sleep. You were knocked out.
So those jump cuts in your dream, what's the time span? We sleep 6 hours to 7 hours a night. The jump cut there's time you're just not remembering in that part of your dream.
Because I guess the dream. And I don't have the numbers, but like say you're sleeping for 6 hours or whatever. That dream is only a matter of like 5 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong in the comments or whatever, but it's not very long. So what are you doing the rest of the time?
Those jump cuts of that pain medication was giving me my jump cut dream. The part it was jump cutting at, I was dreaming that out. Like, bro, I remember I thought I had I thought I had a dream where like I was at mom and dad's house and I was like, man, I want some snacks.
Right.
Drove up, got some snacks.
That tracks. That dream tracks.
Let's say at that time, yeah. I went back to the crib, went outside, and was smoking, and Bodacious was in my dream. And I'm like, oh, Bodacious is here. That's dope.
Like it was normal.
So I'm doing my thing, and I'm like, wait a second. Bodacious is dead. And then it got weird. And I can't remember the weird stuff.
Because you realized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bo was like walking on 2 feet, like, yep. Time to get back in my car. So I got back
walking on 2 feet.
Right. So it was just like, and then I wake up and then it'd be like hour and a half. Like, what?
Yeah. That which is why I mean it's almost like and I don't want to treat anybody with like a relative this past, and they're there. And it's just like it's a normal day in life or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then you realize,
yep,
you know what I'm saying. But it's not scary. It's not scary at that point. It's just kind of sad, you know what I'm saying. But you wake up. So let's get the Pop's comment real quick here. And Pop said, not at all. I just wake up. However, I have solved problems via dreams and only realized I was dreaming because I saw the problem. Yep.
I never had the problem solving.
I have done that.
I've never had that. Maybe I have and didn't think about it.
And that's a programmer. So like you know what I mean. Maybe it may have been something at work, or maybe something in life. But I saw work dreams and I saw life dreams, like life, not work dreams. But I saw problems I had at work and I saw problems that I've had in life. I saw
video game problems in my dreams. As a child, I definitely have. I just thought about that. Like, yep, I have done that before.
Nigga, get on my podcast.
I'm sorry. I have. I'm like, wait a second, you used to do that? Oh, that's what you do it. And you beat the guy. Shout out. Shout out video games.
A gamer for life. A gamer for life. Hey,
I thought about that, bro. My greatest memories as a child for me, like sitting in front of a TV and playing video games. Is that bad? I don't know.
Not really. And guess who put you on that path?
Dad and you. You and Dad.
Hey, this will keep them quiet for a while. Just go ahead and put the game on.
Yeah. And now you can think about it like it saves you money. Like
it does. And I would like to tell everybody out there watching, the student has become the master. You became the master.
I'm a gamer.
Fairly quick. Yeah, like you were beating me in Madden and stuff like that before you were a teenager. So
that's not fair though. Like Madden, I played football my entire life. When you think about it, I had years upon years of football, and I had Madden.
Way more than I ever did. So Pop says, yes, solve math and programming problems in my dreams. So I knew it. And
you're supposed to do that.
Because numbers work in dreams.
Yeah.
You can't use your cell phone to dial the numbers, but you can interpret numbers. Words.
There's no words in dreams.
No. Because you're using a certain part of your brain to dream. I believe you're using your. I can't remember now. But anyway, whatever side I've been drinking. I'm on PTO.
It would have to be you're using your right side. That's your creative side.
You're using your more creative side, but numbers are creative. Like
you can't create numbers though.
You can't create numbers because the numbers already exist. The math already exists. It's like in music. I've come up with songs in my dreams, but music is numbers. You see what I'm saying? Words are not. You can
But
write
we
lyrics,
dream,
but that's not music.
but we dream like the sound like people talk to you in English.
Yeah, people can talk to you. I mean,
Isn't that interesting?
you can interpret speech, but you can't interpret words. Now, if anybody in this chat, nobody in this chat right now except for
Me,
that.
yeah, it's all
But
right.
but we having this conversation with just the three of us. I mean, that's why we're doing this. Have you ever read a book or ever read a text?
I've read things, but I didn't read it. Like I read it and I just like picked up that was a new. Like I read a paper one time where like someone murdered somebody, but I didn't really read it. That's what it just.
You knew it.
I just knew what it was saying. Yeah.
Right. To know it is one thing, but to read it is something else. Like to get information that you don't already have. That's good something. So I'm gonna pull up Pop saying he said, Mom and Dad spoke to me in a dream shortly after I returned from Mom's funeral. Yeah. Yeah. And that happened.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. That happens a lot. I believe it happened to I think Shell talked to her. I don't know if it was Shell, her sister or somebody had a dream about and I've talked to him. I've talked to Mr. Willis in dreams or whatever. But yeah, it's a wild thing, man. It's a wild thing. And I think that there's a lot of truth that comes to dreams. Like people just kind of just write it off as a dream, but I don't write it off as a dream. You know what I'm saying? It's just a dream. I mean, it's a dream, but I think it means something. Somebody's at my door because my alarm is going off and the dogs are going crazy.
Someone's at your door. What alarm?
You know the Ring camera.
From
alarm. So somebody.
No, I think we have talents in our dreams. Ever since we did the dark, or no, what was it? Kobe, you don't remember your own video?
The Dark Siege. Oh, it was Amazon.
The Dark Siege, was that it?
No, the Night Siege. That was the Night Siege. Yeah, I want to ask you a question while I'm thinking about that. Yeah, when you dreamt of
wow, the dark shift.
Mom and dad, or your mom and dad, when you dreamt of them, was it shocking? Was it shocking that you saw them? Was it kind of like just a normal day type deal? And did you realize it? You know, that they were no longer here, and I know that's triggering for everybody, but it's just a question since we're on the subject. I know when I dreamt of my father-in-law, I wasn't a very good dreamer that night. He was there, you know what I'm saying? I didn't realize that he wasn't there anymore until I woke up. I was like, well, that sucks. So that's my question. What were you saying though, man? The night what?
The dark shift, sorry.
The dark shift. Okay. Now that is something wild. The dark shift is he was in a whole other dimension.
If I'm being completely honest, I don't dream about the deceased.
Really? Okay. Have you had somebody very close to you pass?
My grandma, my granddad. I mean, I guess not very close, but
I'm talking about like every day. You know what I'm saying? Like everyday interactions and stuff like that. Like somebody you know. I'm not taking that away from grandma and granddad. I'm not talking. We just but we didn't live down there, so we didn't see them.
That's every day. Right. You're right. I guess not. No. I can't say at the top of my head, so probably not. Right.
Right.
No. I mean, no. I mean, not every day, but I've had close friends who like we were close in high school, past.
Mm-hmm.
But they never come back to talk to me. I wish they. I mean, I would. I mean, that's not. I don't know if I want them to talk to me for real, but in my dreams, I would love to talk to them.
Yeah. All right. So Pops answered. Question and answer. It was not shocking. It was very normal, and they were happy. They explained everything to be known to me, but I couldn't recall it when I woke up. Yeah.
Dad, correct me wrong. You remember the feeling? Like if it was a good feeling.
It's probably love.
I remember you told me. Yeah.
No. Yeah, because I do recall this as well. Basically, explain the secret to the universe in a way, and
And then you wake up.
I'm over exaggerating, but explain the secret to the universe, and it was just like you woke up, and you're like, oh shoot. So
No,
but that's the higher being to me. That's the source.
yeah, I agree.
That's the source. You got to tap into the source, and it's hard to remember because we come to this earth. I believe, just like some of the stuff we've shown in the past episodes, you come to this earth, and the earth is challenging because you don't remember anything. You got to relearn it. Come on, what did you call it from a gaming point of view?
Oh, New Game Plus.
New Game Plus. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
This is the new game for you. If you get start off New Game Plus, it'd be easy mode for you. You know what I mean? You remember things are at. You remember what you should remember. You know what I mean? Like things like that. I think, I think it's hard. I think it's hard right now, but I believe we come back and do some UFO chat. I mean, I'm down with the UFO conversation.
He wants a UFO chat
because it's going down with aliens. I feel, but what's going on the East Coast seems
What's
weird.
up, B?
It seems to I don't want to change topic, but it seems too obvious. Have you seen the videos?
Yeah, I've seen the videos, and I had some, but there's so many, like it's almost kind of redundant now because I think that everybody has seen the videos, especially on the East Coast, but New Jersey, Maryland, all that stuff. Yeah, it's nuts. And Brent and I were talking earlier today, and and it's just kind of like he's just kind of like, what is going on? What's up? And I told him candidly, I told him candidly, I don't know. It's one or two things. It's Project Bluebeam or the shit's real.
You think it's Project Bluebeam? Do you want to show that video?
Bro,
that's what I want. That's what I wanted to do, but I was like, we always got the haunted house. We can fall back.
Yeah, well, because we're gonna do Project Bluebeam next week.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? But we could do Project Bluebeam now.
I feel we're past due on alien contact. So I feel like all this stuff, it's like them being like, you know what? F it. Y'all know we here anyways. But I mean, we can.
So I would like a quick synopsis of Project Bluebeam, if anything. But I don't need a video to tell people what Project Bluebeam is.
You don't need to, but we can talk about it right now.
Yeah. Project Bluebeam has been predicted for a long time. And it was Kobe's gone. And I believe it started in the 90s, like the early 90s, and now has resurfaced now more so. It's gotten kind of viral now. But it was viral before this. Like I knew about Project Bluebeam. I think I found out about it like 2010, 2011, something like that. And basically what it entails is that the government has for years had the ability to fake an alien invasion. And why would they fake an alien invasion, you say? Well, they would it's almost like, why did they COVID wasn't fake. I don't think COVID was fake, but people are tying it to that. But it's just like or 9/11. Let's go with 9/11. You create something that causes mass hysteria, and then you look for your leaders to help all the people that you don't trust. And so basically, they like, okay, to protect you, we're going to do all these laws and all these things, all this stuff, like the Patriot Act, things like that. It's government overreach. I'm not that guy. I'm not a government conspiracist or anything like that. But it's just saying, hey, government overreach, we take a little bit of your freedom so that we can protect you and all that stuff. And so basically what they do is that they create this mass hysteria, like an alien invasion. As a young man, before I knew about Project Bluebeam, I was just like, I used to be like, man, I wish there was an alien invasion so that everybody would be like, yo, all these little petty stuff that we got going on for each other or with each other, we need to put that aside and we need to be as one because it's a bigger threat out there than just us. Before I keep going into that, Pop said, for some reason, I think the throne story is a distraction. Okay, boom. Exactly. I've been hearing that as well. A lot of people have been saying that. And the distraction piece kind of leads into Project Bluebeam, because that's going to be a distraction. It's fake alien invasion, for government overreach and distractions. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
for
what's with the whole
going on.
conversation about them coming from the water and all that? Like, what do you think about that? Because that's a big thing I've been seeing a lot too.
Problem is, I don't know if it's real or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's real, great. Like I was telling Brett, like if it's real, great. Do something.
It was mentioned in the Congress hearing, right? So
yeah, but it's Congress. Do you trust any of these? Although AOC was AOC there, if AOC was there,
I don't trust the Congress. I trust the people who are sharing their stories, though.
I trust the people.
Like, all four of them had different opinions on what that might be.
And some people would say that those are government plans, because why would they have somebody come on there and tell these stories? They're just trying to get us used to the idea.
Huh?
They're just trying to get us used to the idea. The government plans to get us used to the idea. The government has been quiet about this since Roswell, and giving us misinformation and all type of stuff. Dad, what was the show that you put me on? I think it was Project Blue Book or something like that, where if the government was brought it was deep. It was a program where the government would go and debunk everything that these people saw. It was their job to go debunk everything. So they've been quiet about it. They've been trying to hide it for so long, and now it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna tell y'all what's happening. Now it's full disclosure.
But
that's weird to me.
I can't disagree, but I'm saying, like, well, I mean, I guess we're saying the same thing. I guess you're right.
I hope it's real though. Like, honestly, I hope it's real. And let's go. Let's
Are you arguing the fact that they may not be in the water, or what you're saying?
No, I'm not arguing. In fact, they could be anywhere. I mean, we don't know.
We're just not sure if they're telling the whole story.
Right.
Yeah,
right. We don't tell the story.
I rock with that.
Right. But let it be like the people need to know that, like, the stuff that we see in Star Trek and Star Wars, like the people who have gotten killed for that are telling us that, hey, we already had the technology, we've had it for years. They're dead. They're not there to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And their names are escaping me right now because I was not ready to have this conversation on the show.
We're way off track.
Yeah, we're way off track. We're supposed to talk about a haunting. Yeah. So,
to be real, we can do it next week or Sunday. There's some creepy stuff that happens in that story, but I think this is the off the cuff live anyways.
Right.
So.
Right. It's kind of like Dad says about cities. You see, like Dad was like, he come to Dallas and I'm like, Dad, you want to see some stuff? He's like, you see one major city, you see them all. It's like you see one haunting, you've seen them all. Like, family moves into a house, they get haunted. The dad is the one who's most affected. He does things to the family, and then they move out.
Things to the family.
It's, Amityville kind of switched up a little bit. It was the brother. You know what I'm saying? Like the older brother, but whatever. Somebody got taken over by the entity, and you move on. But yeah, so I'm glad Brent brought up the UAPs and the UFOs, because actually this is why we do the live show. We want to cover the things that you guys want to cover. So when you guys are in the chat,
man, I'm all about a haunting, but I ain't found a good one in a minute. I found a good one. Because the Demon House was a good one. That Demon House is crazy, and that was like 2011. That's a recent haunting. I like that.
Yeah, that one in Gary.
Old, 1918, 1970s, Well, Sally House was different. 1984,
Yeah, but it's still the same thing. It's like, the pops was the most affected. It's like, oh my God, did he want to kill somebody and all that stuff?
That was weird. That was super weird. He wanted to slit his wife's throat and something.
Yeah, it's like, come on,
we'll do it. We'll do it.
Right.
Again.
Yeah. So I'll be back. Put your comments in there, Kobe.
Let's go to when you get back. Let's get back to games with the gang and.
Well, here. I got something for Project Bluebeam. I'll let y'all watch this real quick. I don't know why I act like I didn't have anything when I already had it queued up for next week. So I'll just do it now. So
we'll just flip flop it, yeah.
Yeah, we'll just flip flop it. So let me do this. Throw this up here. Y'all just check this out. It's not that long. We won't play the whole video, but this will give me a reprieve. So check it out.
Are we in the middle of a psychological operation right now? There are thousands of drone sightings.
I've never seen so many UFOs in my life.
And more weird stuff every single day.
Were they human or non-human?
Non-human. We are not alone.
You deserve to know how to tell what the hell is going on. And I just did a very confidential.
I watched it
last night. But I think that you need to see this.
People within the U.S. government believe it's true.
The world deserves the truth.
Growing number of drone sightings.
They are non-human.
From
unidentified
daylight, and I've seen
size of cars.
Like the classic UFO that you would see online.
That's why I always believe it. Your story never changes.
A lot of people are wondering what the hell is going on. But what if I told you that the most dangerous thing is happening, but it's inside of your head? If you just think about it for a second, there's decades of silence on UFOs, and now suddenly the government is obsessed with talking about them. I want to show you exactly tonight what the plans and motivations are if this is being done on purpose. And then I want to walk you through a foolproof way on how to spot public manipulation. I'm also maybe going to talk about what to do if it's actually aliens. If you don't know, I'm the guy that trains PsyOps. I'm the person that teaches this kind of stuff to companies and stuff. So the government's kind of gone from decades of denial to throwing around terms like UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena, in official hearings. Add to that this sudden rise in reports of drones all over the place, these weird sightings and emergency declarations that are going on, I think in New Jersey right now. And it feels like we're being prepped for something. But what are we being prepared for?
Okay, so
let's dig in. So why would this?
Okay, so I see Dad's comment. Kobe, you put that up? Did you put that up yet?
I did. I'll put it back up.
All right, so Pop says, I don't know where UFOs come from, but I saw one plain as day in daylight in 1972. I've seen pictures of other similar craft. So that's huge. That in 1972. We're talking 1972. We weren't even born in 1972. You know what I mean? So this stuff has been going on for a long time. There's also been stuff that's kind of been scrubbed that was seen before Roswell. You know what I mean? Yeah. Roswell with the big event,
and they're the same shape.
Right. So, it's kind of wild.
Did I send this video to you, or did you? Is this what you sent to me?
I found this last night. While I was.
I watched it somewhere.
Yeah, I found it. Oh, I found this last night while I was. Yeah, I know what I was doing. When we couldn't do the little show, whatever, because of a schedule conflict. That's when I saw it, whatever.
Oh,
but yeah, So the UFO, the UAPs are out there. And like people are like, well, if you see the flying saucers and you see this and that, how come they haven't, changed the technology and stuff like that? We don't know what time these people are from either. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know anything. And also, it could have been the government. They never had that technology back then. You know what I'm saying? It's like I forgot his name now, Kobe. Got doggone it, because I've sent you the video. I sent Melvin the video. I don't know if I ever sent it to Dad, but like the guy was talking. It was an old grainy video that he made in the 90s, and he was talking about this stuff, and he's just saying the stuff that you see in Star Trek, we've had that. We've had that technology for the longest. They had cell phones that we have, their smartphones. They've had that since the 70s. Maybe before that. I don't know.
They
You know what I'm
showed
saying?
it
Like,
in Damon T. Barry.
yeah, they showed it in David T. Barry. Yeah. He said UFOs exist and aliens have been on Earth for eons. The question is, are we the aliens?
Do you remember that movie,
Agreed.
Mission to Mars? Where they go to Mars and then realize like that
Yeah.
we're from Mars.
Yeah,
Is this
before we
what
go
like
that,
really?
before we do that, Kobe, let's go to what Pop says. Are we the aliens? Yes. In my opinion, we are the aliens. That's why Bigfoot, that's why the abominable snowman, that's why all these things don't fool with us. What do they do, Kobe? They slipwalk.
Yeah, Native Americans talked about it.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Kobe.
But
Okay, so go ahead.
did this all? Do you remember the movie Mission to Mars? Like they talk about how we're. Did this like kick off all like? I feel like this kicked it off. That kicked it off for me. It's like, are we really from this planet? Because we don't make sense to be here. If you want to be real, like we don't really fit with the climate.
Facts. Yes and no. Yes and no. I think yes and no. And because let's go to what you just said. We don't fit the climate.
Mm-mm.
We can't be outdoors with a storm.
No.
Go to without clothes.
You're not even
Without
made to
something-
be wet for a long time.
No, because we exert heat. Heat escapes our body. Where pretty much everything else on Earth, every other species on Earth, they internalize heat.
Mm-hmm.
We push it out. That's
Yep.
why you can do heat signatures on us. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that I probably took that too far. I'm probably wrong in that statement, but but we do. We're one
We have
of the
no fur. We're not.
rare few that exert heat, and we have some people have more hair on them, but it's hair. Like you said, it's not fur. Hair does not stop you from being cold. Okay, hair does not stop you from being cold. I'm sure it helps. Like a good long mane. But here's the thing: why do we lose our hair? We're losing hair on our heads the older we get. What's that all about? So I guess the old people can't be safe from the cold. It's wild work, bro. And it's just like the older we get, we start to kind of hunch and stuff like that because the gravity affects our bodies.
It shouldn't affect your body if you're from here.
At all. So, people can run around and say that, they're.
What if the dream you had is what it really is? With the exception of our powers, we don't have the powers, but like we're not supposed to be here. It don't make no sense. Yeah. I've always thought that.
Makes no sense whatsoever. It makes no sense whatsoever. And also, this version of civilization is stupid. We live on the surface of the earth.
Yeah. Not even us. We were just at the timeline of this humans are stupid.
Yeah, you can think you're as smart as you want to think. You live on top of the earth. You live on the surface of the earth. You live in a house on top of the earth. Yet and still, Kobe, there's this place called Subtropolis that they're building. It's old tech as far as living underground, making cities. That's old tech. Civilizations of humans.
Why do we live on the top of the ground?
Because we're dumb. Okay, what Paul say? He says the president of Lockheed Martin, a major government contractor, said on his deathbed in the early 80s, we have the technology to visit ET. Yep. Yep. Yes. No, I forget about that, but yeah, that happened. Okay, so guys, I don't let you guys understand the true what Pops really said. The president of Lockheed Martin.
I'll pull that back up. Hold on.
The president of Lockheed Martin contractor. That's it. But y'all don't hear me though. Y'all don't hear me though.
Wait, Rashad. Explain who that is. I don't think people can understand who he is if you don't explain.
I don't know. Do you know the DOD? You ever heard of the DOD, Department of Defense?
Yes.
Yeah, the nigga that be holding them down.
Aerospace Defense Company.
Yes. We have we have the ability there. Everybody, the DOD say it is law because the DOD does whatever they can to protect its assets, to defend its assets. It ain't us, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, this is the guy, right? Like you say, aerospace, whatever. This is the guy. Like this is real shit.
Can I read it? All right. We have the technology to visit ET, not to understand, not to. We have the technology to visit ET.
So what does that tell you?
Early 80s. It's telling you we're playing around. It's telling you that we know way more than we're doing right now. We know way more.
Way more.
Man, watch Hollywood. Hollywood knows what's going on.
Yeah, we have the ability to bend space and time. So for I'm gonna put it, can get it, and that's from I can't think of his name right now. Dad, what's the name of him? The Black Eagle. What's his name? But what he says to put it to where people who do not live in our world, don't walk in our world, and I'm talking about our mindset. We're putting it where the ghosts can get it, where normal, regular people can get it. We have the ability to bend space and time. We do.
Is it Joe Madison? Is it Joe Madison?
Joe Madison. Yeah. So he says where we can bend space and time. So, well, he didn't say we can bend space and time. He says put it where the ghosts can get it, where those who are not plugged in can.
I'm agree with you. And a lot of religion and a lot of things we're talking about, Rashad. That thing you showed me on our site was manifestation, praying. That's real.
My man,
my parents, and I love you to death. My mom and dad talk about their dream home. They wanted the home they live in. And they live in the home they wanted. Manifestation is real. Like that stuff is real, bro. But like you said, it may take us longer. You gotta make it happen. But like if you can dream it, it happens. People talk about that all the time. There's something to that.
Yeah, we're kind of living in the reality where it's just not as easy, and that's why we're playing on expert mode. You know what I'm saying? Because you just can't in any other reality or those higher dimensions or whatever. You can just think of something and it happens right away. But we come here and we forget everything. We forget how to do all that. So let's see. Pop said people are not paying attention. Facts. They're not. They're not.
I think aliens.
They're not.
All this stuff is not a question. It's just people don't think about it like that. I don't know.
Well, people are concerned about the UAPs and the UFOs and all that stuff. That's just the surface of it.
Yeah.
That's just the surface of it. To me, it's not a big deal.
No,
honestly, I don't care about UAPs and UFOs because it's deeper than rap.
Yeah.
And like I know what's going on with it. I know that we're starting to see more of it. You know what I'm saying? But I already knew that these beings existed already. And since it's happening so much, I'm skeptical because now I'm just like, nah.
I didn't think about it like that. I just thought that it was good that it was a thing that being well known. I didn't think about, it's getting too much in your face now. Is it really? I never thought about that. Like,
yeah, it's too much in your face.
Shit, right there.
It's almost like how Skinny Man, our brother-in-law, who we love dearly, stops liking the underground rappers who become mainstream.
They're not underground no more.
They're part of the system now.
They're part of the system.
They're part of the system. Once the government absorbs that, then they're no longer relevant. They're no longer telling the truth. It's no longer true. You know what I'm saying? When the government catches on and when social media and all that people catch on to what is actually happening and they're showing it to you in your face as We're going to go back to another family member of my wife. You're playing in my face. They're playing in my face. So all these UAPs and all the stuff that people are saying everywhere, that's cool, but it distracts you from the real. And that's what Pop said. I feel like they're distracting us from something. They're distracting you from the real. Also, there's supposed to be a transfer of power. Oh, so now you want to do this shit? In 2020, they wanted to, during COVID, they wanted to release videos that we have seen 10 years ago of UAPs and UFOs.
That's true.
Now you want to show us this shit? Like, come
but
on,
they were
man.
showing the thing. If all right, and I agree with you. I'm not playing devil's advocate, but they were showing that back 10 years ago in 2004. I sat in my U.S. government class, maybe 03, and we literally watched news of UFOs on a military camera, and then they show that same video now, and I'm like, and that's I didn't think it was a bad thing. I think that like no one took it that serious back then. I didn't take it that, but I always kind of was raised in a way where I always knew that was a thing.
Yeah.
So for me, it's different, and I think we play off that. I think we play off both sides. People not understanding shit, and people kind of understanding it and thinking it's like a thing. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but I'm saying like
that's
like some people don't understand the shit they showed you. I've already seen that because I thought it was known information. Like I thought we knew aliens were a thing.
But who out of your peer group was telling you that? Was
and we never talked about it.
About that. You never talked about it. Because why? Because they didn't know, they didn't care. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't think about that's interesting you say that. That's what I'm trying to say. That's crazy. I didn't think about I thought like, oh, that's crazy. We all know aliens are real. I never talked about it. But like when I did, low key, they were like, nah, yeah, aliens, that makes sense to me. And no one ever argued that it wasn't a thing. So I don't know. My brain is spinning right now. I was not ready for this conversation.
This show did not go.
I drink way too much. Yeah, I drink way too much for us to go on this tangent. So
we got we got bullet points of a show set up that we are not using. We're not using any of it. But I like what Pop said. People are not paying attention. You need to pay attention. And I love when Brent hit me up. He's like, "What the fuck is going on with this?" He's being charismatic. He's being cool about, but he really wants to know, like, hey, what are they saying about this shit? You know what I'm saying? Pop said. Joe Madison also famously asked his audience, "What are you gonna do about it?" Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Shell says it's hilarious. Yeah, because we can use all those. Shell, I'm talking to you when I'm using all those little sayings. But Pops asked, "What are you gonna do about it?" I'm gonna do this show. That's what I'm gonna do about it. And if people don't want to tune in, if people don't want to, support me, I got 1,000 followers on Facebook. That's the only reason why I'm able to do this show on Facebook. That's why Kobe's the only way to do something. We have 1,000 followers. They are not watching because it does not.
It doesn't matter because you know what?
What's up?
You're just, like the people who don't rock with it are just gonna be in our reality in a few moments, a few months, whatever it is. Because if you don't watch our YouTube, we cover Bashar, and you're living in your manifestation. So I'm gonna keep manifesting this thought process. And he said, keep going to your curiosity, keep going with that. And we're gonna shift into the time where people understand what we're talking about.
And I'm gonna shift into that ass. I'm gonna shift to that ass. If you're scared and you're worried about what the hell is happening, and it's like, nigga, I've been talking about this since August, and is you're a real one? Is you're a real follower of mine? You need to watch it. This show should have 2,000 followers or 2,000 watchers on here right now because we're telling people what it is, and we're not crazy. We're not crazy.
We just started, and we ain't been on it like that.
No, that's fine.
And
That's
And
fine.
I think,
I've been
but
talking
I
about
do
this.
agree.
I've been
I
talking
do
about this
agree
shit
with you,
since the
bro.
Shell and Chai show. Like this ain't new. You know what I'm saying? This ain't new booty. You know what I'm saying? This is just I can focus on it. You know what I'm saying? But y'all niggas don't want to listen. It is what it is. Shell said, "Oh, I know you are. That's why it's funny." And Kobe, I wasn't ready for that.
I was not ready,
Y'all
but I
laughing.
wasn't. I was ready for this conversation, and it started from talking about dreams.
Right.
So,
right.
like, dreams, I feel the new technology, bro. I feel that's the new. That's going to be what we really want because we understand humans need to think in a different kind of way. We're not seeing eye to eye right now. How do you see eye to eye? But you got to be an empath. How
Right.
do you be an empath without seeing their point of view? You got to actually see their point of view.
Right.
We
right.
gotta make it shift that way.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta. It's almost like it's a reality shift, man. Like Bashar was talking about. It's
That's what I'm talking about.
It's you're shifting from one earth to another. You know what I'm saying? One reality to another. Let's see here. Pop said there are never many people around when you're early. Those are facts. Those are facts. So fact, it's almost like you ever had the scoop on the new music, like you got it first.
Time out, and then that's true. Y'all didn't think about it, but the whole Malaysia flight, and we were talking about how it went through a portal. People are still talking about the dumb comment I made on Instagram. There's like 300 comments on that.
Are you serious? That's pretty good,
bro. And they're still talking, bro. I can show you on my phone. They're still talking about that little. All I asked was that it makes 370. So what Dad just said is true. Like when you're a little ahead, man. I like not use him as an opinion, as an example, but Drake. When I listen to Drake,
bro,
no one talked about Drake.
You put me on Drake. Remember I picked you up from school and we drove back up to Naptown and we listened to Drake the entire time and I was just like, bro, put me on game. And then he
is like that.
5 years later, he was a mega superstar.
And now you put me on game. And now you put me on game with all this stuff. It just goes full circle, and we're seeing it. This conversation is low key viral. People would always talk about like Anunnaki. Anunnaki's a big thing right now. Anunnaki and the UFO things, I guess, right?
Yeah, UFO, UAP, ancient aliens. I mean the what's it called? The History Channel has 20 plus seasons of Ancient Aliens. They don't do this for no reason. They're not doing it. They're not doing it because it's interesting to you and me. There are millions of people who watch this shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be real with you, bro.
And some of it. Oh, go ahead.
You and Dad specifically have been trying to put me on a game with that, and I was kind of like, it's cool, but when you really get like someone who you know talking about it, it's different. And I'm telling y'all, man, there's something going on. And my homeboy, Josh, was like, "So wait a second, because the Grand Canyon thing we looked at, there's things in the Grand Canyon that resemble things in ancient Egypt."
Right.
Why is that going on?
Why is that going on? You can't even go into the Grand Canyon like to really rock with it. This guy went to the Grand Canyon and found artifacts in the Smithsonian. And this happened back in the 1920s, Kobe, 1930s. The Smithsonian took the artifacts. The artifacts from the Smithsonian that were Kemet. They're from Kemet. We say Egypt, but they're
Kemet.
From
it's Kemet, yeah.
And they basically just buried it. Like it never happened. Like your history is like everybody keeps looking over there. You know what I'm saying? That's what we tell everybody. From
and
America,
the same thing I was talking about. We're talking about how Black people were here before even slavery.
Y'all not ready to hear this. Y'all not ready
to all this stuff, y'all.
And you put me up on that, and I looked into that.
That's history.
Hey,
that's really history. Like they rated down history. That's not like. Because how we can't really we can't but no
we can't.
There's Black people here. There's Black people here before it was colonized.
Absolutely. So Pop said, I'm halfway through reading the Emerald Tablets and it's astounding. Yeah. And Dad, guess what they're trying to do? They're trying to say it's not real. It never happened. Some guy took some stuff and it's fraud. Of course they're doing that.
Question everything.
Of course they're doing
Question.
that. Yeah.
We know who we like a lot.
They are taking Billy Carson down. Billy Carson is losing followers. He's losing fans because they are dismembering him at the same time. And it's the Christians that are doing it. Sorry, if you're a Christian, I understand that. That's cool. But this guy is giving a new take on Christianity, and they are destroying this man. And he put up a response that I thought had merit. He took it down. So he marked himself.
I'm glad he did though, because
no, I'm not.
You don't have to. Don't worry about it. Who cares? If you're telling the truth, and his response was a little bit pompous to an extent. So I think that's why he took it down.
Did we just stop watching this video? I'll stop sharing this video, so we're not talking about it anymore.
Oh yeah, we did. Sorry.
Sorry,
I don't think it was pompous. I think he was telling a story, but people will take it as pompous. Let me clarify that. I'm glad he took it down because he's not doing it for that. I see both sides. I wish he didn't, but I see why he did because he's not doing it to share who he is. If you take it that way, that's how you took it. He's sharing. Hey,
go! We are T-minus 45 minutes or so from the game.
Yeah, the show did not go the way we wanted it to.
No, and we will not be live when the game.
But no, I think check out Billy Carson's. Well, he took it off, so he did have a rebuttal to his whole. He was wrong.
Well, he got pissed off.
And he got mad. I think he didn't hold his masculinity, in my opinion. And that's not the right word. But like, you told too much, bro. If you were sick, you were sick. If you were wrong, you were wrong. If you were right, you were right. Who cares, man? Be like, you know what? I was off. If he had to do that, I'd be like, you know what? I was off my game. We should have a real conversation about it.
Yeah.
And move forward.
Have you ever written a long text?
All I can say about him.
Have you ever written a long text and then you delete it, and then the text only ends up being like 3 words?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Billy Carson didn't delete the text. Yeah. I get it. It's all good. Let's see.
Pull him up.
Let's see. Pop said the Emerald Tablets explains religion. I think it does. I really do think it does.
I have not read.
It makes sense.
I need to read them before I say anything on that.
I'm still working on it, but it makes it.
I only got the video from what you showed me, bro.
Yeah, it makes it. You gotta get the book. If the dad got me the book for Christmas, it might have been a couple of years ago, but it makes it make sense. Recount said drones. What about the gremlins? I don't know anything about the gremlins. So
you want to share that on the Discord?
Yeah. Put down
or in the chat. Share in the chat. The Discord is probably not up to date. I already up it. So
hold on. You got it.
I got it. Let me put a new link in the thing because it may be old.
So Kobe's gonna put the new link of the Discord in there so we can maybe do some something off of that. But I don't know anything about the Gremlins, man. And thank you for being here, Recount. And putting us up on game, because we like to put each other up on game. That's what we love to do. Brickon said, I do long text all the time, but use the 3 words. Some facts. Okay, well, you know what I'm talking about, right? I remember Cheryl sent me a text the other day, and I did this whole dissertation on her, and then I changed it. It's like, word, that's a bet. Because none of that was necessary. All the stuff that I'm saying, it wasn't necessary. You know what I'm saying? But we're getting back to the meat and potatoes of this, man. You know, we're talking about the UAPs. My boy Brent kicked it off with the UAPs and the aliens and what does it mean? All that stuff. I would love to know more about the Gremlins. The Giants is coming out. It's coming out that the U.S. military did find giants.
Discord in the chat. Sorry. So Honestly, y'all, if
Yeah.
y'all can join that and just we can get the conversation going. There's only me and Random Rick. Make a Discord account. You can. It's really cool because you can. It's like live chat, but you can share whatever. You can share articles you've seen. You can share YouTube. We can do a movie night in there one day where watch one of these movies. We can stream a game, whatever. I know that's not probably some dad wants to watch, but things like that. We can definitely have more interaction with that. I will be looking at it more often now that I kind of get it now. But yeah, it just keeps the conversation going.
Facts. Well said, bro. Well said. And I got to get more attuned to Discord as well. I was on there one time and I was trying to promote some music, and it worked out pretty good. So, yeah, y'all, I'm still doing the music. Got two new ones coming. Give my shameless plug. Two new tracks coming on the Shell and Shine Show. Season 3, we're just gonna start at the beginning of the year. So yeah, we coming back. But yeah, man, it's a wild work that's going on right now, man. And I love that the views are coming in and out and stuff like that, whatever. Cause you guys know us, right? I mean, we're not weird dudes. Okay. We're not,
I'm pretty weird.
You probably stop it. You probably never heard us talk about this stuff in common circles because we're not weird. We have social awareness. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny you say that because I got my boys. I got some really cool homies, right? They cool, and they were like, "Hey, bro, you went on a different tangent," and I was like, "I don't talk about it because I don't want you to think I'm crazy, but." When you do talk about it, when you do kind of like give them little hint, little like you know what I mean, little snippets of stuff, you're like, it makes sense. I think if things that rappers actually looked into, artists actually look into, they share it in their music, but they don't really like give you the whole thing because they do kind of like how me and Rashad are talking about. We don't want to come off weird to you or come off like nerdy to you, but it's there's something going on, man.
Facts. It's in my music. If anybody decides to ever listen to any of it, and guys, I'm pretty goddamn good. Fuck y'all for not listening to my shit. But but no, it's in there, man. Like I talk about Coded Texamarians, all that shit. Let's see. Go ahead, Kobe, hit that one.
Usually those three words are not as kind as we want, but sometimes we need to say or receive them and not immediately react at this age. We all need to check ourselves. Life's too short. Time is one thing we never get back, especially when a drone or a gremlin could take you off.
I don't know what the feezy you're talking about with the gremlin. Let me know the gremlin. Why
I'm thinking gremlin, like like the little cute thing in the gremlins, like not the cute, like little Furby.
Are you talking about after they?
What's his name?
After midnight. That's pre-count.
No, what's talking about? Is it? What's his name?
Which one? Spike? The evil
not the
one?
bad, the good one. What's the good one?
Q. I forget his name, man. I forget his name.
Someone in the chat, let us know what the good gremlin name was. Gizmo.
Yep. Gizmo never turns. He never eats after midnight. So, good on you.
Gizmo was like, "Hey, bro,
good on you, Gizmo.
Don't feed him."
Come put that up, Kobe. Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Nah, Gizmo was like, "Nah, bro."
Gizmo.
I'm trying to lose some weight.
I want to see Gizmo Hulk out though. That'd be cool.
Gizmo was a good dude the whole way. Even the second one, Gizmo was a good dude.
He did. Yeah,
he was like, "Hey, that's how you kill him."
Yeah. He let him know what the deal was. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people hated the second one, but I loved it. I thought
that's my favorite one.
Okay,
but you know what? It came out at the time, and I was like able to watch it.
Yeah, you're a child too, so that's
like 5. It didn't scare me.
My favorite part, guys, we're going off base, but my favorite part is when they were Christmas caroling. It was the first one was a Christmas movie. I think they
singing in the kitchen. Yep.
No, they opened the door. That was good too, though, Kobe, when they were singing in the kitchen. So which one was it when they were caroling?
The first one. You're right.
That's the first one.
That's a Christmas movie.
No. They have to put
I might get Lauren to watch that before Before Christmas Eve. That's a Christmas movie.
That's a good Christmas movie, man. Tykes will be here Christmas Eve. I doubt she'll want to watch that, but maybe I can
Shout out Big Sis.
Shout out Big Sis, man. One of the best people I know, man. We got some great older siblings. Shout out to Skinny Man, Mark, and then shout out to Tyson. I'm trying to get her in the studio Christmas Eve. She's not gonna do it, but there's that. But y'all, this was a great conversation. Honestly, like our show did not have any of these bullet points or anything in it. So thank you, Brent, for the UFOs. Thank you, Pot, for chiming in on the dreams and all that good stuff, because that stuff is really cool. We got to talk about the pineal gland. We got
how to be connected. I don't know. The pineal gland. What the hell? Pineal gland. I want to look into more.
In my dream, we were connected, and you were more talented in it than I was. You were able to do it right away, but guys don't want to. People don't want to hear about
and colder than I was. So who cares? You said you were the star in your dream.
It's my dream. I'm better than you.
I didn't like any of that.
I give you one. I give you the pineal gland thing.
So you can fly faster?
I knew how to do shit before I knew how to do shit.
That makes sense then.
Yeah, I just could do. I was more talented in the arts of just doing shit, but you had the pineal gland thing. We had a little bit, but I had the stuff
that would make sense.
Matter.
That would make sense. That makes no sense.
But anyways, y'all, there's a lot of stuff going on. In the end, the reason why we talked about the dream thing, because technology has caught up to Lucid Dreams.
I do want to say though, I think us as humans are way more gifted than we know. I think and I get living in reality. I get, but we're more talented than we know. And that whole thing he just showed you about the dreams tell you that if you can pass messages of your dreams, what else can you do with your brain? And we always know we don't use most of our brain. And I didn't know about the pineal. I didn't know we didn't access a part of our brain. That's terrifying. So
you've heard of the third eye, right?
Yes, but the
Yu Hakusho. Remember Yu Hakusho when he had the third eye?
Yeah,
that's real shit. You take the bandana off or whatever. That's real shit, bro.
I just I also think, bro. I think part of it's kind of it depends on who you are. You said, remember we were watching something. You said humans know when someone's staring at them, even in the woods.
Yeah,
that's a sixth sense in you. You're feeling. You can feel stuff like that. Is it a survival thing though?
It's that. I mean, but your survival sense is that. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go primal, that's that. Look, it's encased. It's encased. It's damn near coagulated. All that, but it's there. You can unlock it. You know what I'm saying? And
pull up pops. Pull up pop, bro. I got it. Go ahead. You already got it. All right.
So just remember, we've all been here before, and we all will be here again. Yeah, another fact.
I don't want to come back.
Another fact. I'm not.
I want to go.
This is my last one.
See the universe. I don't want to be here no more.
Just like that chili contest, last year was my last one. I tried to retire twice. I forced a retirement this time. I'm out.
Anyway,
so hey, I know you're hey, we're talking over each other because I'm off, so I've been partaking. But yeah, no, we've been here before, and I think what Dad is saying, it's probably a double entendre. We, as in your spirit, has been here times before. Also, civilization has been here before, and we're back again at this point. And I feel that we've been beyond this point. Whether you call it reincarnation of your own spirit, your own soul, that piece of your soul to come from the source, or man in general. You know what I'm saying? And it might just be time for the reckoning, like David T. Berry was talking about. You know what I'm saying? You reach a certain height of consciousness or state of consciousness, and then they come harvest that. It could be good or a bad thing. I don't know.
Ooh, I didn't think about it like that. But
Yeah.
we're right there. I mean, AI is kind of like right there. AI.
Mhm.
So once you get to that, it's like, okay, what's the next big thing?
Hmm. And also when you come out, okay, so say you harvest all that, right?
Mm.
If this is a planet of experiments and
I
experiences,
doubt that, but yeah.
you wipe everything clean. You come up with a
Well,
catalyst to wipe everything clean.
What's the E-cycle?
Yeah,
We know that's happened before.
facts. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. Yeah,
So I feel like there's something, and
proven theory.
I just feel like as humans, we're not really doing like. I think there's something to us that are it's way more that's beyond life or death.
I agree because we're caught in this rat race of having to perform every day.
Yeah,
You know
and
what
I
I'm
never
saying?
said that out loud. I never articulated it like that, but I believe humans are beyond life and death. I believe we're beyond all this. Like not like because we're humans, but I feel like there's something. You know what I mean? We're supposed to tell somebody something or learn something. But I think information is key, and I think that I think we're beyond this. I think that you learn something when you die, but you keep learning this lesson over and over and over.
I think if people I agree with that. I agree with that. And I also think that as this is just me, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, what y'all need to believe or anything like that. But I just think that we are part of the creator, which is because it makes no sense that we are here. It makes no sense that the universe works the way that it works. It's mathematics, man. I mean, sound wave. If she puts salt on a speaker, it's gonna make a geometrical form. You know what I'm saying? So it's all created. It's all math. It's programming. It's matrix.
Say that again. Say
It's
that
all that.
again, bro.
What
Say
did I
that
say?
again.
I forgot, nigga. I've been
You
drinking.
put salt
What I say?
you put salt on a table on a flat surface and with a geographical like piece of form, and it shows you something.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah, it's math, y'all.
your
So
DNA, the way the DNA is formed, the way your eyes look at similar to I think things in the galaxy. I saw something in the universe or
your whole body is made up the way the universe is made up. You are universe. You're stardust.
Your atoms are from the stars. Like it's great. It's something to that. And people think we're just here for a short time. Now if you're here, you're here. You've been here.
Be here forever.
It may be like that video we watched, bro. Maybe only a part of you in this reality. Like it may not be your whole you in this reality.
No, I think we're fragments. I think we're fragments of the source. And Jesus thought that too. Speaking of him, Jesus himself said, "You can do what I can do and go wherever I can go." He did say that, and he said that you could do it better. And they killed him for it.
What have we told you about manifestation?
That's what he was talking about. He said, "You do it better. You colder than me."
What is praying? What do you think praying is?
That's just you're praying is affirmation of power to manifest. Like you said, there's been a study where it was these rice. They took rice and they put it. I don't know if they cooked rice. I can't remember what they did, but they put rice in these two things, and then they shot negative comments at one container of rice, and they shot positive comments at the other container of rice, and the one that got the negative comments started to mold and decay, do all kind of nasty shit. The other one sustained itself. They took snowflakes and the creation of snowflakes or whatever, because you can do that in the lab. Apparently, I ain't know that, but you can. And they did the same thing. And the ones that got the positive comments got these really pretty snowflakes, whatever. The ones that didn't got these misconstrued things that were snowflakes that were something out of your nightmare.
Can I add to that? That's the same thing I always reference when we talk about that that study that showed something in the universe or something. Maybe it was like a chemical thing, maybe under a microscope. Or like if you looked at it, it acted differently, but you didn't look at it. But was still observed in some kind of way they did it.
Yeah,
it
spooky
acted
science.
differently. Yeah, yeah.
Source code. And I think I read Dad's comment around. Let me say
I
it
didn't
again.
put that.
Jesus
Put it up.
himself, Jesus himself said, "You can do what I can do and go
That's
wherever
exactly
I
where
can
you
go."
did read that, and it's kind of reinforcing
I think I said it wrong
what we're
though.
saying. You said it right, but you're saying it again because you should have said it again because that's what we need to hear. Like it's true. Like we can, and if we work together. Imagine if me and you have the same real manifestation of our dream, what we're doing right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be something. You always
Right.
say that. It's because it is. That's the way the world works.
Right.
The reason why you're at where you're at because you thought about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's all manifestation, man.
So it take you to a different level.
Yeah. And I think that species are different. Like we're Homo sapiens. We can do certain things, and you got the things that came before us: Homo erectus, Homo whatever the F. You know what I'm talking about? But like just Neanderthals, you know what I'm saying? They're in our DNA, and now you got these things that are advancements of that who weren't tampered with by the Anunnaki, like, you know what I'm saying? And they're slipstreaming and shit like Bigfoot and all that shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and think about the battle with Joshua and Jericho. Manifestation, having faith, like all this stuff we're talking about. Go back during our lives.
But tell them what happened with that. Tell them why that's important.
Well, because these guys are and I mean I've been drinking, but the Israelites, I guess is the best term to say it.
Yeah,
they saw forms that were bigger than them. Nephilim. The Nephilim, they saw giants.
And there was the sons of Anakim.
Fallen angels.
Right.
Anakim were fallen angels. And they were a warrior race. These giants who were bigger, stronger, faster than these people were a warrior race. So just like the Israelites were also a warrior race, they faced another bigger, stronger warrior race, and their faith won the wars. If you watch the live, you can bring it back up. Every battle they had, they won. These are people who look like me and you and Rashad. They were humans, and their faith won these wars. It's deeper than rap, y'all.
As you believe it, you can achieve it. And then Pop says, and then there's quantum mechanics, and y'all not ready to have that goddamn conversation.
we had it on a live the last time. We were talking about how speed's relative.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, and quantum mechanics takes you to a whole nother level. A whole nother level where there are different versions of you existing all at the same time. Any possibility, anything that could have happened, any decision that you made, that's just you. Think about the other person next to you, their decision, and the person who spans off that, and this is different decisions and all. They got a great show on Apple TV Plus or Apple Plus, whatever the heck they call it, and I think it's called Dark Matter or something like that.
And as you think about it, I made it easy when I thought about when this came to me, quantum theory, right? Have you seen the movie The One?
Yeah, that's quantum mechanics. Yeah, The One. Yeah, it's same.
So
same shit.
That never made me think. Like I thought in DC Comics, they do that a lot too. There's different versions of Superman. That never bothered me. They look at Hollywood, look at your art. Go ahead, bro.
It was fantasy, but these people read. You know what I'm saying? The people who write, they read. Like Wesley says, like you got to read. You know what I'm saying? You got to read, and that he made these great stories, and then the DOD they have a play in Hollywood. They finance a lot of these films. They want you to know, but they don't want you to know. Pop says Goliath is the avatar for the giants on Earth. Yep. God. Yep. Oh God. Yep. He was the one. I mean, come on, y'all. he was the one that everybody okay, well he was an anomaly. No, okay, if you're a Christian and you believe in all that stuff, and don't give me that Old Testament, New Testament stuff. No, don't give me that. Look, if that's your book, that's your book. It's my book. I'm a Christian. You're not a Christian, whatever. I don't believe in everything that's in it, that's wild work, but like I can connect the dots. Goliath, giants existed. It's everywhere. It's in every real. Kobe, is it in damn near every religion?
It's in every religion.
Right.
It's in every religion you can think. I mean, within reason, right? But,
Yeah.
every religion.
Yeah, in every religion. So there was just. It was. This was. It's a historical document because that's the thing. So when Billy Carson lost that battle against West Huff or whatever, which I don't think he lost, and they just set him up. But this guy was a historian. He was a historian, right?
Yeah.
Who knew the biblical text and all other different types forms of it. I don't know if they got into the Giants or the Nephilim or anything like that. I didn't watch that piece. They should have, but if they didn't, Goliath is a historical document that he existed.
Mm-hmm.
The flood came. A lot of people
That's
say, and I believe, the flood was to knock out the Nephilim, but it was probably just a celestial event, and it killed a lot of them.
It could be a lot of different things. It could,
Right.
It can't just be one thing. It could be a lot of different things.
Yeah, and I think it's been more than one.
They put us in ships, so I don't know what's going on with that. But man, I just think it's deeper than rap. And I know people think like I don't know. For me and my group of friends, I'm sure they're like, Kobe's weird. But I just look at the games you play, look at the things you read, look at your own religion. What do you believe in? It's all there. You take it from like a I think me and you talk about a lot, but you take it from a modern context, like the Virgin Mary doesn't blow your mind in a modern context.
No, because they could do that. They could do that. They had a technology now. Who to say they didn't have it back then? Like Paul said before, was a story in all religions. Yeah, it's the Great Deluge happened. Now,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if I know everything, but I feel what Dad just said. Though I think it's in every religion.
It is.
So
yeah.
I'm not big on talking absolutes. So
yeah, well, if we find out that's not true, like they, Hinduism that wasn't in there
for sure,
in their docs, in their text, we'll come back and we'll say, hey, just like with the Hubble telescope, we had that wrong. We had wrong information. We came back, we say, hey, our bad. That's easy information we could have looked up at the time and we didn't, but whatever.
And while we're talking about these UFOs on the east coast of our country. The James telescope is still seeing an armada, quote unquote, coming towards us. So all this, it could be distressed. And we're gonna get into the next week. This is off the rip kind of live, but
yeah,
I want to know more about. I want to know more about Blue. Oop, here we go.
Throw that. Go ahead. You got that one.
Unfortunately, when we do this, we can also be crucified based on Superman, based on zero fact. But today, the facts needed as long as our phone knows what to do. Yep. Just tune in. These days, everyone votes for the top 10, whatever is on top. No one wants to admit their faults, to be on the left or right. Shouldn't require you to hate the side you didn't pick, but these days, the requirement is so sad. We are going backwards and drones are coming for us. Did I miss something? I'm not seeing the whole thing.
So sad we're going backwards, and the drones and gremlins are waiting to make their move. I think it cut off. I think it cut off. Hey, break out. Can you please tell that to your boy Sweet D, because he keeps sending me shit from the right, and I'm just like, bro, I'm not either or. So talk to your boy Sweet D, Donnie Paris. Thank you.
And religion is an effort by ancient people to explain, and that's what I feel. Explain advanced technology, and that's what I feel too, Pop. I feel like I heard something in a different context in a different area of my life where it's like chew the meat, spit out the bones, and I took that and I looked at religion like that, and I was like, if you created me, the bad things don't make sense. And like when you say things like religion is trying to tell you what technology does, it makes sense to me because like I think humans at the end of the day want to better other humans. We're not this whole against each other religion. I think like the thing we watch, bro, religion was made to divide us. It was made to divide us. We're not here to be divided. We're here to help each other.
Yeah,
and I'll never change my mind on that.
Religion is man-made. Y'all can have. I mean, we are what we are. You're born into what you're born in, and some people switch. You know what I'm saying? They come to adults and they can make their own decisions and all that stuff. But yeah, it is because like I said, like I'm talking to you, Jason. Like I talk to your boy Sweet D all the time, and he is hell bent on what he knows. He doesn't know anything else, and I do. You know what I'm saying? And he just he won't read any other text. He won't do anything else. He wants me to give him the burden of proof. Well, the burden of proof is on you. Well, it's not on me, bro. Go research.
No.
Go read it for yourself. It's not a political thing.
If you make a claim, you have to back up your claim. So if Rashad made a claim and he backed up his claim, and they rebuttal his claim with your own claim, you have to back up your claim, and it can't be religion. You can't use it on facts. You need facts to back up your claim. Sorry, that's me.
Right. So made a story of some white dude in a beard, and all that stuff. I know Chels text me while I'm doing the show. I'm not going to do any of that.
But let's say okay, let's say Jesus said this is what you should do with humans, right? And then you go off that and base it off when humans treat other humans in a good way. Statistically, this happens. Then hey, he's right. But you can't say like, well, I believe so I can be a bad person. That's not how that works. You can't do that. That's my only thing about religion.
Yeah, that's not how anything works. I think that everybody pretty much says just don't be an asshole. Everything else that comes with that, that's fine. But you know, I don't deal in absolutes. You know, I don't deal with through me only. You can only get the source through me. I don't believe in mediators and all that stuff. We've been dealing with that stuff our entire lives in these meat suits that we exist. Once I become a who I truly am, I don't need to go to anybody. I can manifest things immediately, and that's just my belief. You know what I'm saying? That's my belief.
But if you here's my thing with Christianity, and I haven't studied enough for other ones, but I think they kind of say the same thing. If you're a good person and you believe, you are who you should be, and so that's what I'm always taught in every other religion. Treat your neighbor, you know what I'm saying, as someone you love. Someone said to me, you know, you should treat your mental health like a loved one, and I took that and I was like, that's a good thing. Love everybody. If you did that, help people out, you are going to go to the source. So that's in our religions. Love your neighbor.
This is the coldest shit. I can have all the faith in the universe, but if I don't put a battery in the car, it's not gonna start. And in the remote.
That's dope. That's dope.
Right. So lean on that all you want. You know what I'm saying? But from a metaphysical point of view, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever drives you, and that's fine. But it's just like you gotta, you know, we are based in again in a 3D holographic factual universe. You know what I'm saying? And then the rules of this universe and the law of physics, as we know it, applies to now. Some law of physics we don't understand. You know what I'm saying? We'll figure that out once our alien overlords who are flying all these drones break it down to us. That's what it is.
Then you go back to what Dad said. Do we trust that? Do you trust that? Do you trust like?
I don't trust it. But I tell you what, if they come out these ships and they look like us, I'm like, well, I hope y'all ain't nervous. what a Lord said.
All right, yeah, you're right. I definitely need the bathroom.
We got a game to watch, and I gotta use the bathroom too, y'all. So with that said, clear minds always prevail. Kobe, you want to take us out?
Man, I appreciate this great conversation. Honestly, Gates or Taylor, my pops, you put a lot of
love you, pops.
Thoughts in this conversation. We love you to death. I'm gonna think about this the whole time I watch the game. Man, I appreciate y'all. I love the diatribe or whatever. And yeah, man, y'all take care of yourself. This is the Men of Letters. I'm
I'm
Kobe.
Shad. I'm Keith Kobe. I'm Shad. And Kobe, what's the most important thing?
Do not whisper at night. We even get into that. Do not whisper at night, y'all.
Don't whistle at night, y'all.
Did I say whisper? Do not whistle at night.
You
I'm
did, but
sorry.
we've been,
Yeah, that's my bad. Do not whistle at night, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.
Yeah, we'll see you. Love you guys. Thanks for joining the pod. Thank everybody else for joining. We'll see y'all.
Peace. Giants.
People who came from the sky.
Yeah.